and I'd like to hit it with Tasha's Mind Whip as a second class spell.
Okay.
So before I cast, do you want to go ahead and do the intelligence saving throw? It's got to pass a intelligence saving throw of 16.
Oops, hold on. Saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay, it failed.
All right. Then I'll cast. So 13 damage plus all the baggage that comes with that one.
Okay, so you kind of lash out, this psychic whip kind of lashes out from the end of your staff as it kind of flails about, and as the Bone Devil is kind of momentarily, fixated on Karga, you watch as these kind of this mind whip, these tendrils kind of wrap themselves around the Bone Devil's skull, and then you kind of like yank out your staff, and it kind of just and it twists the neck of the Bone Devil, and it falls to the ground, and it turns to dust. All right, one down.
Oh, and I'm going to. Is it close enough to me where I get an opportunity attack the blue one, if I move?
I
don't remember.
I'll say, for the sake of the battle, I'll say no.
What?
Okay.
Where?
Then after seeing that, I'm going to move down away a little bit.
Go Ravens.
Back this way.
Right.
All right.
All right.
He's picking the Ravens. Can't take it back.
All right. Constantina, you're up.
Muted.
Okay. So my map is not loading, but I believe there's the one Bone Devil that I'm in front of, right?
Oh, you're muted, Anthony.
Say it's there is it's a different type of devil.
Okay.
It's a barbed devil, but it
Barbed
is
devil,
right in
gotcha.
front of you. I sent the picture to the chat.
Yeah. All right. All right. Let's take a second to load here. Oh, so he's in the hallway. Okay.
But yeah, there's that blue one, and then the one that's right next to you to the right.
Oh, okay. That's a guy. Okay.
Yep.
Right next to the road. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to move because that would be foolish. All right. And I believe I'm out of my second wild shape as well. I'm trying to remember. If I'm looking at my hit points, it says I can see my hit points at least. It says 19, so I'm guessing I've exited my
I know you did it. I know you did at least one. I think you were like a polar bear or something like that, or like a bear.
Yeah, and I think I did something else, and I think I'm out of that now. So I think I'm just myself. Okay. All right. So. Okay. I think I remember right, like piercing and slashing damage didn't do anything to them. So I guess I will cast Moonbeam on the one next to me. And you want me to pull up what that does?
Sorry, I can pull it up. Where did you cast it?
At the, so like kind of right in the just directly on top of the creature that
It's right next to you.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
It's just a 5 foot radius, so just
Oh,
up
okay.
until like, so it doesn't hit me, but it's covering the barbed devil.
Gotcha. This thing. Okay. All right. First time on a turn or start its turn there. Okay. Takes 2d10 on a failed save.
Yeah, I hit cast, but it just rolled dice. I don't know if that's relevant because yeah, it's not until its turn, I believe, that it does anything.
Right. Okay. Must make a con saving throw. Okay, got it. Yeah. Okay, so is that your turn? So this moonbeam kind of just coalesces and engulfs this barb devil in like this cylinder of moonlight.
Yes.
Okay. All right, it is the barb devil's turn, so he's going to go ahead and do his con save. If I can pull up his character block. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh. And he passes. So that was a 10 or a 5. So he takes.
Yep.
Yeah, so 2d10, so he takes half. So that's 5 radiant damage. Okay, can I move this? Top, bottom. There we go. Okay, so he takes 5 points of radiant damage. And then he is going to see. All right, he is going to cast Hurl Flame. And he's going to try to. He's going to move over here. And he's going to cast Hurl Flame at Karga. Natural 20. All right, so you watch Constantina as this barb devil kind of shakes off the moonbeam, and he kind of steps out of that area of moonlight. As you can kind of see, he like sidesteps you, almost like he's already got something else in mind, and you watch as he kind of rears back one of his fists as this fireball just kind of coalesces and grows in his claw, and all of a sudden you just watch as he just goes and he just throws this thing. As you kind of just tilt your head and watch the fireball as it just comes hurling down, and it hits Karga straight in the chest, and it explodes as he falls to the ground unconscious. Harga, you took 21 points of fire damage. Okay, Kiku, you're up.
And I'm stable.
Is that your first death save?
Third.
Okay.
Mhm.
So do you get 1 HP or you're stable? Okay.
If I'd rolled a natural 20, I think I'd have been. You get 2 saves.
Okay.
And I think it'll pick you up if that brings you.
All right.
Wow.
Kiku is unconscious, but no longer in fear of dying at this moment. And it is the blue Bone Devil's turn. Okay. Gonna come over to you, Hada. And he's going to try to grab you. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, that's not good. All right. And then I'm going to want to add a 1d4 to this. Because I'm blessed.
Who are you blessed by?
Remember, I took that shoot, what was it? It was the potion. I
Gotcha.
took the potion of
Okay.
like higher healing.
Okay.
And so with it, I was blessed. I can't remember how long it lasts though. I'm sure it doesn't last 4 weeks, but I can't remember how long it lasts. I think it's like an hour.
Okay.
Not gonna help.
All right, so you got a 14. So he rolled a 17. So this Bone Devil kind of races over to you, extends out its hand, Hada, as it firmly grasps you and pushes you up against the wall. Hada, as you're kind of like stuck there, you're like, and it's kind of just sitting there, almost like, you know, peering into your soul with its like its red, blood red eyes, and it says, why protect him?
Oh no.
Actually, okay, so if we back that up, I guess a little bit. So the only one that understands the Bone Devil at this point, Hada, you don't speak Infernal, right? It's just
I don't
Constantina.
think. No, I don't. I just speak. Well, out of all my languages, closest to be primordial, but I don't speak Infernal.
So you're watching this, Constantina, as the Bone Devil does this, and you understand what he just said, and Hada, you just kind of understand some like demonic grunts and things like that. So he further says, you know, and obviously this is, you know, just Constantina understands it, but
Bless
he
you.
probably relays it.
Holy
to you
cow. Bless you.
in real time, but you know, says that wizard was evil. We just wanted vengeance. We wanted justice. So at that, he's going to go ahead and grip you tightly and crush you for 5 points of crushing damage. And he still kind of has you in his grasp, holding on to you. So I would assume that you're restrained or something like that.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. All right, Hada. Currently grappled by this Bone Devil here up against the wall.
All right. So my turn?
It is.
Okay. So I know it's talking to me, but I can't understand what it's saying.
Nope.
And it's crushing me right now. So I'm still in a panic. I'm going to I'm going to use Tasha's Mind Whip as a second level spell. And on the one that has me pinned against the wall.
Okay.
And that'll be, it has to pass a 16 intelligence saving throw.
Which it does.
All right, so I'll cast it still, but it'll just take half damage and none of the other effects.
How are my fingers done? Good? Hello. Okay. Can I say hi?
They can hear you.
Hello.
Where's Jonathan?
He's in the living room.
Where's Jonathan?
Jonathan's in the living room. Okay, so I guess they take, 3 damage?
Yep.
Or he takes 3 damage, and that's my turn.
Okay, so as you're kind of gripped tightly, manage to kind of just like utter out some words to cast the spell, and you see these magic tendrils kind of just flail out and just kind of hit the Bone Devil for a couple points of psychic damage. He does not. He still manages to hold on to you. Okay. Constantina. You've heard at least this one Bone Devil kind of address Hada and asked you guys some questions about why it is you're doing what you're doing, and
Yeah, so now that's my turn. I guess I turn to the devils, and in Infernal I speak to them, kind of saying, I understand, I heard you, I understand you. We didn't know, essentially what was going on. He didn't really tell us what we were protecting him for. But you guys got what you came for. so the fighting, the carnage, the killing, it can end now, and we all can walk out of here, and you guys have gotten what you wanted, and our fight with you is over. We have no reason to continue attacking or hurting you or trying to kill you.
Make a persuasion roll.
Isn't that one? I couldn't have called it any better. Oh my god. Well, we're dead.
So this bone devil hears your plea, and he looks over at you, and he kind of thinks about it for a second, and then his eyes kind of dart between you and Hada, and you distinctly understand him that he says, "No, I think we'll stay. I think you might meet your end."
I believe that was probably my turn, so I can't do any attacking then.
I give you an opportunity to do something.
Okay. All right, now I don't really know exactly where he moved. I'm sure he moved. He has to be still next to me, or else I would have gotten an opportunity attack last time. So I guess
he's just
yeah. So I just moved the moonbeam back onto him.
Okay.
So let me get to the casting here.
I went ahead and I moved it. Does it cost you anything to move it?
No, it just counts as an action.
Okay.
Move it.
Okay.
It does, but it's not a redoing of the spell per se.
Okay. All right.
So I have to, so it's on his next turn, right? Hits him.
All right. So it is this Barb Devil's turn, and he's going to go ahead and make another con save. You want to re-roll that damage?
Yep.
You failed it this time. Okay. Takes 8 points of radiant damage. Okie dokie. And he is going to go ahead and gonna go do his claw attacks. And he hits you with one claw attack, and then he manages to hit you with his tail, and you take 23 points of damage, and you are now unconscious.
That's not good.
No. All right, Kiku. What can you do?
I can lay here for 4 hours.
4 hours?
Hold on. Let me.
Good grief! I thought it was like an hour.
No, I literally read all the rules. Death savings throws, blah, blah, blah. If it takes, okay. Where is it? If a stable creature that isn't healed regains 1 hit point after 1d4 hours. So I guess I have to roll a 1d4 to see how long I'm laying here. Now I roll good. Now
Natural 1.
1 hour. And Revivify, I think, is 10 minutes. So
Cast
it doesn't
time?
fucking matter if it's... Huh?
Cast time?
No, like, it has to be dead for less than 10 minutes.
Potentially. If somebody dies, yes.
Revivify...
It's within the last minute. It's within the last minute.
Yeah, 1 minute. So 1 minute. So I'm down for an hour, so I'm going to be 59 minutes too late. Unless my God
somebody
creates a miracle.
Unless somebody heals you. Okay. All
The
right.
only one that can heal him is now restrained.
All right. It's the Bone Devil's turn.
Oh, fuck
And
a
he's
fuck.
watched as everybody's kind of fallen to the ground. And he's going to go ahead and he's going to throw you.
Right at Kiku.
Exactly.
Where his health bottle smashes into him on impact.
Might
right,
have
so
some
he
glass
just-
in your face, but you've also got healing potion.
So he takes you. You're still in his grip, Hada, and he kind of just tosses you aside, and so you end up taking 1d6,
14 points
two
damage.
2 bludgeoning damage. I'm gonna say he tosses you back here, and he also takes damage because he's stuck in this moonbeam. Let's see. What was that? It's the last moonbeam.
8.
8. Okay, so he takes 4. So he kind of just throws you, Hada, and well, actually, this moonbeam it no longer exists. As he kind of goes over to his barbed devil friend, and you kind of hear in the background as they appear to be kind of having a conversation amongst themselves, but you can't understand it.
Okay.
All right, Karga. I was gonna feel real bad if it was a 1.
That'd be hilarious.
That would have been horrible.
I'll take that. I'm back up.
Okay.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
So, Karga, you come to, your eyes open, but you're too scared to move at this point, and you kind of glance over, dart with your eyes, and you see the back of this bone devil, and it and this other devil are kind of like standing over Constantina, who's collapsed on the ground at this point.
Okay, well, I don't think I can do anything anyways, so.
Wait, there's two devils? Or am I confused?
Yeah, there's two that are up.
Oh, the one over by Constantina.
Yeah, I'm almost positive I can't do anything this turn, so that's it. That's it.
No, you can. You have a full turn.
Do you?
Uh,
You sure about that?
I don't think so. I think you rolled the d20 and then you're just.
Yeah, I was thinking.
That was
like,
your. That was your
That was
action.
my turn.
Yeah. Okay. While he researches that, Hada,
All right.
you are no longer
yeah.
restrained.
I'm going to go ahead and come over here to Kiku. And from here and give him a potion of greater healing. Which, because he is revived, right? Or can I do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Okay.
All right. So, Kiku, can you roll, see how many hit points you get back?
I think you roll.
Oh, do I roll? Oh, okay.
4d4.
Yeah.
That's what I would guess. You're applying the potion.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's a 12.
Yeah.
Take it.
And since that takes an action, I am now done.
Don't forget, there's also a dead wizard's body.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like right. He's like right here.
Oh, yeah. But I don't have anything to revive dead things. So,
No,
but yeah.
but who knows? There might be something on him.
Can I go over and check them out, or is that going to take another action?
It's probably going to be another action.
Yeah, that's true. All right. In turn.
All right, Constantina, you are currently unconscious.
All right. So I do a death saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
One failure. All right. It is the barbed devil's turn. And it doesn't see anybody that's still up. Karga doesn't see you. I'm assuming you're still lying down, but it also doesn't know that anybody's kind of up at this point. Save for Hada, but you just assume that it's kind of dead. So this barb devil is going to kind of start going over here, and it's going to start looking around the house. Okay. Kiku.
Oh man. Well, I know what the smart play is. I also know what dumb Kiku would do. Let me look at something.
I should have talked to you, Kiki, when I
Kiku
revived you, so you had an
would
idea.
jump to his feet and start shouting, "Where are they?"
Is that what you're doing?
The guy who doesn't want to get player wiped. As a bonus action, can Hata give me the game plan? Because Kiku's totally unaware that everybody's down at this point. Can he just whisper like,
you can
"Hey,
have a
stay down
conversation. You can have a conversation with Hada, and that could be your bonus action.
Is this
Alright.
that true?
Alright.
All right, so
Now can it?
one of the bone devils is down. One of them pinned me for a little bit, and he was trying to talk to me, but I don't understand Infernal. Constantina is down, but she did talk to him a little bit before she went down because she understands Infernal and was saying something about how they got what they wanted. And
No, that's all that. Just tell me to stay down. That's
Yeah.
too many seconds. Too many
No.
words.
that was enough. Yeah, just stay down, and we got to figure out a way to get Constantina up and maybe look through the wizard's pockets and see what's going on. He's something behind this. And I'm done.
Fuck, my guy's shit at stealth.
All right, you have an action.
Yeah. I was hoping Constantina could do that as his bonus action on the previous turn.
It's your turn. It's not Constantina's turn.
Fuck.
You meant Hada. Constantina's unconscious.
Yeah, Hada. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's your turn.
So I delicately move right here.
Okay.
And I cast Channel Divinity, Preserve Life.
Which does what?
Which gives 15 points of healing to Karga and 15 points of healing to Constantina. And at the end of the conversation, I tell Hata, "Got it, stay down." And I lay back down.
Okay, so you move forward a little bit, and then you kind of barely see Karga and Constantina out of the corners of your eyes as you kind of hold your hammer up and you call out to Guebnu as your hammer kind of radiates this white light, and it kind of streaks out, and this radiant energy emanates from your warhammer and goes out to Karga and Constantina as this radiant energy passes by the Bone Devil, as it kind of just like watches this energy travel through the air and kind of go down and go into Constantina's body. And that restores 15 health to Constantina and to Karga.
I also move my hammer.
You also do what?
I move my hammer,
You move your hammer.
my spirit weapon, to here.
Can't. Doesn't that cost a bonus action? Or no?
Moving it doesn't.
It's well, your spirit weapon's not up because you're just unconscious. It's gone.
Nope. Spirit weapons survives the duration. It's 10 minutes.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, spirit weapon. Okay. Go ahead and move it.
Oh, no, you're right. As a bonus action, you can move the weapon. Wait.
Right. It's a bonus action to move and attack with it.
No, I thought moving it was like my movement, where it just. Oh, I thought I only attack. Okay, I'll just put it back. That's fine. End turn.
All right. Sorry, what was that?
Oops.
Say that again.
Oh, it's just ending my turn.
Okay.
And then I accidentally rerolled for initiative for some reason.
Put yourself at the top. You
Okay.
get to go again. You're muted.
All right.
It's still the same order technically. I just rolled a 19 for initiative when it doesn't fucking matter.
All right. So, Constantina, this Bone Devil watched this radiant energy kind of go back into you. And so it assumes that you're kind of alive, or, senses that you're alive at this point, or conscious, whatever you want to call it. And so it is visibly annoyed at what has transpired here. So it is going to go ahead and try to grab you. So go ahead and make a strength check. And it grapples you, and it kind of hoists you up. And again, it's visibly annoyed with you and your party. And you hear it say, as you've regained consciousness, so you hear it say, you all should have just stayed out of this. And it kind of tosses you to the side again. It's gonna throw you behind itself. And you're gonna take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as it throws you 14 feet. Okay.
Hi, guys.
Good night. All right, so Constantina got thrown and takes, what's it, 4 points of damage. is going to go ahead and move back down this hallway towards the wizard. And that will be his turn. All right, Karga.
All right, indeed. Okay, let's see. What do I? Uh. I'm going to see how many spells do I have left. Not many. Okay, cool. I'm going to use a bonus action. Shit. Just kidding. That's not going to happen. Who needs to heal? I'm going to go ahead and move over here. Right there. I'm going to attack. And if one of them hits, I am going to use Shining Smite. Leaves my last second level spell slot if one of my attacks hit. That's a bonus action.
Okay.
So let's roll really low so that none of them hit. All right, here we go.
Got it.
Oh, okay. Or we'll get a natural 20.
Natural 20.
All right, that works. Okay, so first I will do. Wait a second. I'll have to hit it with the weapon first. So I'll attack first. So actions. What happened? Where'd my 2d8 go? It went bye-bye, so let me roll it in chat.
There's no damage modifier to that?
It did,
Oh,
but I accidentally clicked the
+7.
spell slot, and it went back to, it reverted my attack back to 1d8 plus 7.
So 17
Plus a
plus
2d6 for Shining Smite, which is radiant damage, so let me roll that. So 2d6.
Is that extra for undead, or is that just Divine
no,
Smite?
it's just... No, this is a spell. So Shining Smite, I'll throw it in the thing.
Okay.
So it's actually, it's a 2d6 because I'm using a second level spell.
Okay.
So let me roll 2d6. So that's 9. And then that was my first attack. Which, I don't know how you want to math that.
Math what?
Well, since I rolled first, I assume that first damage gets cut in half.
No. It's the smite is connected to the. I say it's
Okay.
connected to the battle axe swing,
Okay,
so it makes the attack magical.
fair enough. I get advantage now because of Shining Smite
Okay.
on my second attack. So let me roll
Yep,
with it.
so-
Roll with advantage here. 25. Do another 1d8 plus 7. 15. Oh, good roll.
How long does the
1 minute. Concentration.
1 minute?
Concentration, 1 minute.
Okay, so that 15 is halved. Okay. All right. So that was a good amount of damage. So you brandish your battle axe, get a critical hit. In the same vein, you cast your shining smite. So this blinding white light kind of like emanates from the axe, and then kind of like almost like inflicts the bone devil, and this bright light begins to emanate from the devil itself. So it took 26 points of damage in that first hit, and then with your second attack, it takes the reduced damage from the regular attack. So, but he's currently inflicted with this bright light, and so all attacks on it have advantage for the next minute. Okay.
That obviously ends my turn.
Okay, dokie. All right, Hada.
Okay. I'm going to cast Witch Bolt as a yeah, I'm going to cast it as a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
This is rolling to hit. And I'm going to use, if that's not going to hit, I'm going to use my inspiration.
You get advantage. You have advantage.
That's true.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me roll that 1d4 for the bless.
That will hit.
All right.
But maybe roll advantage and see if you don't get like a
Okay.
natural 20.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you
How
will
did
hit
I
it.
do it twice? All right, yeah. So then, and go ahead and mark that spell slot. Then that, since I'm doing it as a 3rd level spell, that's 3d12 damage. Lightning damage.
Okay, so you extend your staff out, and this arcane lightning energy kind of courses around the staff and kind of shoots out, streaks out, and hits the bone devil in a bunch of different places as you kind of hear it shriek. It takes 25 points of lightning damage. Okay. Okay.
Yep, that's all for me.
All right. Constantina.
All right. So can you explain the map where everyone is? I only see one enemy in the combat tracker. I don't think that's right. There's still 2 enemies, right?
There are. The other one went to go look for something.
Okay.
He assumed that you guys were dead. But with everything going on in the last round, don't be surprised if he doesn't show back up.
Okay. Am I don't know which one's which. So am I next to him? Where am I in relation to him?
I just sent the picture to the chat. You're right next to this bone devil. Everybody's surrounded this bone devil.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. Okay, so then I will pull up the chart here. Okay, go away. So I will cast Summon Beast.
Okay.
So I believe it's my turn to
Yeah.
cast it, but then he will get a turn. He, she, it will get a turn after mine, I believe.
Okay.
I guess that ends my turn then.
What are you summoning?
Oh, just a bear, I guess.
Okay. Is that like a brown bear, like a cave bear? Is it just
Sure. I don't think it really matters in the end, other than the picture you're making.
okay? All right. Bear appears.
Okay. All right, so then I'll do the maul attack, and it has pack tactics, means it has advantage on attack rolls as long as an ally is within 5 feet of the creature.
Okay. You said advantage.
Advantage, yeah.
Yep.
Let me do that. I'm sorry. I think that's the right way to do it.
Okay.
Fantastic.
That will miss.
Go figure.
Is there a modifier on that, or is it just?
It says, oh, you're right. It says melee weapon attack and your spell attack modifier to hit.
Which is your spell modifier is a +7, so that's 17,
Oh, okay.
which will miss.
17 misses. Okay.
Okay. How much HP does this thing have?
So it says it has 20 armor class 11 plus the level of the spell. So it's a level 2, so it's got a 13 armor class, 30 for land, 30 plus, yeah, so just 30.
30.
So I'll add that. I'll add that.
Okay. Alrighty. With that, and with everything kind of happening this last turn, this other devil will come back into the mix, and he will start to make his way back to the group. And he can't melee you yet, but he can certainly cast his Pearl Flame spell, which he does. And he throws this huge fireball at your beast, Constantina, as it takes 12 points of fire damage. And that'll be his turn.
All right.
Kiku. Can't hear you. Nope. Nope. Out of batteries.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Just needed to be reset. The old IT trick.
All right, Spirit Guardians.
Must. Let's see. AOE 15
What's the radius on that?
radiant circle. All right. So you have to do wisdom saving throw of 16.
At the start of my turn.
Yes. It's whenever it enters it for the first time in a turn or at the start of each turn where he's in it.
Okay.
Did I do it? There we go. I don't think so. I think it's pretty obvious. Everyone on my team is immune.
Okay.
Except Karga, who's fucking evil. I'm just kidding.
All right. So 17 is
That's the
That's your-
damage if you fail your wisdom saving throw.
okay.
Half it if you succeed.
All right. So he will do that next time.
What? He's got to do it this turn.
Yeah, do it this turn and the start of his turn.
Yes. An affected creature's speed is halved, and when the creature enters the area for the first time on a turn, or starts its turn there.
Okay. La. Wisdom, you said, huh?
Yeah, wisdom 16.
Boom. Pass.
All right, so that's 8 damage.
8 damage. Okay.
Also, I'm gonna do spirit weapon.
Just did Spirit Weapon. Or Spirit Guardians, sorry.
Yeah, that was spirit guardian. My bonus is spirit weapon.
Roll advantage.
Can roll advantage.
I thought Hata took that.
Concentration.
No, Karga put a mark on it for a minute.
Oh, well, I'll roll again. Might get a 20. If I'd have remembered that, I would have done. I'm worried about it. Resisting necrotic damage. I'm assuming that the 24 hit,
Did
23. So that's 6 damage. So that's 12 total damage.
Kidik.
That math
Alright.
doesn't math. It's 14.
Bone Devil's turn.
14 damage.
The start of his turn. So he's gonna make a wisdom save. And he's gonna fail.
He has to
And so
reroll.
He's gonna
You have to
take
reroll the 3d8.
3d8 for what?
Because he failed, he has to reroll the 3d8 every time.
Okay. 13.
Yeah, fail or succeed, I gotta roll a 3d8.
Okay.
You can take full or
so-
half.
Yeah, he takes full. Alright, so he's looking pretty rough. And he is going to try to attack you, Karga. That's a miss. That's a 20. Oh no, he missed all 3 attacks. Okay. Virgo.
Oh, how unfortunate. All right. We're going to roll. We're going to attack twice. I'm going to use my last level 1 spell slot to Divine Smite on the first attack if it hits. So.
Okay.
Oh, and look, I get advantage. That's right. Let's roll that. 26.
Yep.
All right. So we have that plus my Divine Smite, which.
All right, that's enough.
Okay, I'm not Divine Smiting then.
Okay. Well, that would be enough if it was a magical attack.
That's fine. I got a second
No way.
attack. It's fine. I got a second attack.
Okay.
I'll roll my second attack. Watch, I'm gonna miss now.
That will miss.
I hate everything. Somebody else can finish it off. It's fine. I'll end my turn. I'm saving that spell slot.
All right, Hada.
Hata's gonna steal the second
Got
kill of the
this,
night.
That's fine. That's fine.
Lightning bolt going.
I was about to say, I was just gonna hit it, so I didn't use up another spell slot. I'm just gonna hit it with another witch bolt. I can just do 1d12 damage automatically. I think it's 1d12. Yeah. So 1d12 lightning damage coming up.
And as you do, you toast this bone devil as it kind of, you watch it get electrified, and then it kind of just crumples to the ground, and then it turns to dust. Alrighty.
So I just have a smug kind of smirk on my face to know what's happening, and that's all I've got. And then I turn to Constantina and give it over to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Constantina, you're up.
All right. So the picture you sent me last time, that was in the picture is dead.
Yes, new picture.
Oh, you don't have to send it. You guys tell me where the little one is.
Oh,
it's up to you.
but he's there. He's in the picture.
Okay.
It's about, I don't know. Is that
Over
20,
there.
30? He's 30 feet from you.
Okay. I see. All right. Get to my screen here then. And oh, sorry. Let me look at it one more time. All right. All right. So then I will just walk up to Karga and do Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Second level.
Oh. And you heal him for 15.
Nice.
Huh? And then I'll end my turn, and then it's my beast's turn to attack again. So he will run over to the Barb Devil And let me read exactly what I got to do again here. So +7, okay. That's right. This is the hit.
That will hit.
And then damage is
This is the bear. Is that what you said?
this is the bear, yeah.
Okay.
It's a second level spell, so 1d8 plus 6. We'll do that here.
All right. And that damage will be halved. It's not magical.
And end turn.
Okay. It is the Barb Devil's turn, and he is starting to look a little apprehensive about the situation. Gonna go ahead and attack this bear. And he's gonna do all right, he ends up killing the beast after successfully hitting it with both claw attacks and his tail attack for 21. And then he's going to make his way over to Karga. Okay, so now he's right next to Karga, Constantina. And that's his turn. Kiku, then Karga, then Hada.
I move. Right here.
Okay.
So do you want to roll for wisdom saving throw 16?
Pass.
All right, so that's 8 damage.
Okay.
Is it still advantage?
No.
Not this one, no.
Spirit weapon to hit.
Yes.
So that's 11 more damage.
Okay.
And I will cast a second level guiding bolt.
That'll hit.
Bad.
Oh gosh. How many ones did you roll?
I don't know. So 9 more damage. So that's
Okay.
8, 17, 28 damage. In turn.
Okay. I guess it's me. Oh, look at that. I don't even have to move. Fantastic. I will just attack twice, use my last spell slot to cast. What's the smarter? Screw it. I'll do the stupid thing. I'm gonna cast Divine Smite if I hit with one.
Okay.
These are fiends, right?
They are.
Okay, that's what I thought. So I get an extra +1 d6. So, okay, first attack. 18.
That'll hit.
Alright, so damage plus. Oh, good roll. Plus, let's see, a 3d8 for Divine Smite. It's 23.
Okay.
And then second attack. Oh, so close. So close.
Hit.
And that'll be 5, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. It's looking pretty rough. Hada, Constantina.
All right. I just want to cast on it Ray of Frost, which is a cantrip. So I'll roll to hit. Nice. Now I get a
Natural
net 20. All right. So then I'll roll damage. Cold damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, I get to kill this one too? All right. So I'm going to basically just freeze it so hard that it ends up shattering into just a bunch of ice crystals.
Okay, so you again extend your staff out with this ray of frost, and you kind of culminate this cold energy on the tip of your staff, and you release it at its apex, and this beam of glacial energy just pours out and just cascades onto this barbed devil, and it just continues to pile on and on as it slows down to a complete standstill, and then it kind of just stays there frozen in place, and the staff continues to release this cold energy as you watch this barbed devil kind of start to crack in place until it just completely shatters and it falls to the ground. And that is one way to avoid
You were
a
too nice
TPK.
to us there, Anthony.
Yeah, I know.
You should have all been dead.
Should have been.
But anyway, I
I
think
was-
now
Did we win?
I was hoping Jeff was gonna pull out a good persuasion roll.
I really
And
thought he was
rolled
too.
a-
Yeah, Nat
mean,
1 really
yeah,
kind
right,
of forced
you
their
know-
hand.
Nat 1 is
Like,
more.
all the
they
more
call
critical
it
rolls.
that reverses it.
And what's so bad is I didn't realize I was on mute because I kept trying to go like, I have inspiration. I'm going to give him advantage. But it never got through. I was like, well, never mind.
Nat 1 only makes sense with everything else that's happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was par for the course. At that point, I was just like, all right, we deserve to die.
Okay, we have
Also, I feel like
roughly
Casper Hill's
30
in the sky.
seconds to talk about reviving this wizard.
I was gonna say we need to revive him and figure out what the hell this is all about.
Sure.
Who's that?
I'll put him back down if he if I don't like the answer.
What
I
if
feel
the-
like we're gonna put him back down either way.
That's fair.
All right, I use my final third level spell slot to cast Revivify, and a $800 diamond.
Better ask for that.
Six-
Better ask him for that
Uh,
money.
Should we restrain him
That's a
first?
lot.
$600 diamond.
Do we need to? Wow.
Yeah,
do we need to
time
restrain him
up
first, actually?
before you revive him.
Yeah. I have
I
rope.
don't.
I'm pretty sure I have a rope.
What's
Hold on, let me look.
I need to
Can
give
you
him
tie him up
something
in 10 seconds?
Yep.
Yes.
How long does
Just-
Revivify
Just
take?
bind his hands behind his back.
Okay.
I have a
so
1 minute deadline in order to cast this spell. We've burned roughly 20 or 30 seconds in combat. So that means I have 30 seconds to cast the spell, and we all have to make this decision
Yes, bind
and
him.
tie his hands up.
Bind him.
Okay. So Kiku, you kind of rush over to Phineas's lifeless body, and you stretch out your hands and you take out your diamond, and you kind of lay your hands over top of Phineas there, and you kind of start to chant your revivify spell, and you're asking Goibnu to kind of bring life back to the wizard's body, and take this diamond, as the reagent for the spell, and kind of just have your hands there, and you are waiting for a response, and nothing happens.
Okay, so my diamond is not expended, and it goes back into my inventory.
Correct.
All right. Well,
And Phineas is still there, lying dead on the floor with a huge gaping hole through his head.
well, let's go through his pocket.
That's Kiku's line.
Hey guys, let's loot this corpse.
I was
actually
pissed at him.
Talmac's
I
line,
was
rest in
ready-
peace.
I was ready to bring him back to life just to kill him again.
I mean, I was gonna kill him again.
All right, so you guys loot his corpse. Let's see what you find.
Does Revivify get used? Do I expend a spell slot?
I would say yes, you tried to cast the spell.
Oh jeez, I messed up.
Okay, so you find. Say you find 1,000 gold pieces on him,
All right.
and you find. What else?
Why is diamond not in the list of items?
So you find a scroll of fireball.
Sweet, I'll take that. Although I already know it, but I guess I'll use it.
If that's 250 each and a scroll of fireball for the wizard. Sound about right?
All right. Constantina, what was he saying? What were they saying to you? It sounded like you could talk to him.
He was just basically telling us that their fight was with him, not us. And, why were we, after he was dead, why were we still fighting? And then I tried to convince them. But I don't know if my Infernal was rusty or I'm not sure what happened, but they wanted no part of it. And they basically said, no, we're going to kill all you guys. And well, that's kind of his bad in the end because now they're both dead.
Oh,
You
I
know
think
what?
it
I know.
was-
I'm sure you did the best you could, Constantina.
I think that's where his old assistant. So, yeah, this dude wasn't that good.
Oh, no, he's dead.
Why do I have 0 gold? That doesn't sound right.
Now you have 250. Didn't you spend all your gold on stuff?
Yeah, but I had like 40 or 50 left.
Talmec came in the night and stole it.
Came back
Bomb.
just for that.
So we found a scroll of fireball.
Yes.
Why would we give that to the wizard who can already cast fireball? We should give it to the paladin.
I don't want it.
Oh, okay.
Only people that can actually use the spell can actually use a scroll.
And
I
that
thought
way I
that's what
wouldn't have
scrolls
to,
was for.
let's see, the scroll will make it where I don't have to use up one of my spell slots.
Yeah, he can keep a spell slot and use the scroll.
Sounds good.
We should probably. I guess we can. Well, how much of this place have we not explored? Did we ever figure out what the hell he was doing, or did we just kill stuff and figure out?
Obviously, he was making demons.
Nothing? Sure.
Yeah, it seemed like he was making demons because he called one of them by the name of one of his assistants, and we saw that in the different letters we saw that some of the assistants were not doing too well and had gone missing. So I think he was doing experiments to try and figure out how to change people into devils.
Well,
Either way, he was playing with forces he shouldn't have. Kind of sounds like he got what was coming.
It was in over his head, it sounded like.
just saying, he's now dead. There's the empty house here that we could just take over.
Mm-hmm.
Base of operations.
I'm just going to say the same
That's
thing.
true.
I'm sure he has a key
You
around
know-
here. He has a key around here somewhere.
He wasn't able to offer us payment for the services, although we did technically fail.
Well, I mean, I think we should.
We
give
should be
it-
compensated for our efforts. I don't remember receiving
well,
any money
especially
from him.
since he dragged us into something that we didn't really.
I mean, you did loot his dead body.
True.
Was there a key
Um,
on his dead body?
No.
Hmm,
For what?
for the house.
We can change the lock.
This is not a house. This is a house, is it not? We're in this giant basement.
No, there was no key on his body.
I roam around the property
I
and
also
casually
search.
look,
Does anybody have locate?
Okay.
Does anyone have locate
being
item spell?
mindful of process of anything that looks valuable.
Okay.
I mean, if there is some kind of locate item spell, something we could do. We could long rest here and somebody could find it and put it on their list of things to do.
Yeah, but I think you have to have a specific target for locate item.
Okay.
Let me see.
There's food and stuff here too.
I mean,
Should
I
we
see.
drag his body
I see-
outside the house?
I see a couple beds. 3 beds, some couches, plenty of places to sleep. Long rest.
Yeah, locate object, describe or name an object that's familiar to you.
Mhm.
I feel like a key. I feel like a key is pretty familiar.
But is it familiar to you?
Yeah, it's not a specific key I'm familiar
That
with.
specific key is not something we're familiar with.
Fine. I will search every inch of this house if I have to.
Yeah, first magic sucks.
Cast detect magic as a ritual.
Okay.
I walk around every room in the house, casting detect magic as a ritual.
As you do that, you get a sense that there was, powerful magic presence here, but it seems to no longer be active. But that kind of presence still remains intact with the house.
It does look like a 3-bedroom house. See if you can find. I look around for the deed.
Anywhere specific? You're just looking.
Isn't this just
The
the
whole
basement?
house.
Oh, this is the house.
Oh, okay.
The whole house.
Yeah. In doing so, you find the key and the deed for the house tucked away in kind of like the master bedroom area, a little desk.
I also look for a will for next to kin.
You look for that and you don't find any sort of will.
What does the deed say about the ownership status of the house?
All it mentions is that that this particular property is owned by a Mr. Phineas Algebran.
Well, the only idea I have.
We can, forge this document to put
Cross
our
the
names on
name
it.
out and write your name in.
Yep.
I think you got to get that notarized, though. I say we pick this corpse up and take it down to the town hall in the records of documents and
This is
say
what
that he
we're talking
promised us payment for services rendered, and we never received payment.
I mean, I can command. I don't know if it has to be alive though.
I mean, I think I still have augury.
I'm game. Let's do it. We're doing.
I used all my 3rd level spells. I have
We
a
can
speak
just
with
long
the
rest.
dead
It's not like his
spell.
body's gonna decompose in 8 hours.
Reanimate a dead wizard.
Yeah, just leave his body on the floor. It's not gonna come back to life in 8 hours or decompose. We can long rest.
Hey, you hit it with a ray of frost.
Oh, there
It's
we go.
restrained right now. What is he gonna do if he somehow comes back to life?
Well, it keeps it cold.
No, keep the corpse fresh.
It's fine. It's not gonna decompose. You can just say he's sick if it starts to.
If we go and just put them in the cellar, and
Stuff
get
him in
him
the
out of the
fridge.
hallway.
Is there a fridge? Stuff him in that.
I don't think they have.
I don't think
fridges
there's
in-
electricity.
I
That's
don't think
probably
there's
fair.
electricity in the Forgotten
That's
Realm.
fair.
There's no there's no like ice box or anything like that.
Screw it. He'll be okay for 8 hours. Just leave him.
Although the
You
services
can-
rendered were technically to
frost
keep
him.
him alive.
I mean, I guess we can Ray of
We
Frost.
didn't keep him alive.
Do you have spell slots left to Ray of Frost?
What's a cantrip?
Oh, well, even
Yeah.
better.
No. Yeah, it's just a cantrip, so I can just do that.
Hey Hata, you should go look at that giant library of books he has and see if there's anything useful.
I did that earlier, but yeah, I think I'm gonna figure if we had time, I was gonna peruse this library.
All right, so
Wait, do you have Animate Dead?
what you guys presumably have done is you've emptied out a dresser and created your own kind of makeshift ice box, which you then shove this corpse into.
Pretty much. He's a wizard, so he's, thin and frail and doesn't weigh much.
Yep.
Okay.
Now
It
we-
should you've essentially frozen this whole thing over, so it should, remain relatively cold, for a couple of hours, or you might have to hit it again with another ray of frost.
Now we can long rest. You can Ray of Frost in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Can't Ray of Frost in the middle of a long rest. I think that would constitute action to disrupt it, wouldn't it?
True. Yeah, he'll be fine.
Why? Because when we long rest in other places, there's shifts, so people are awake.
Yeah, you guys do shifts, so you can just do
Okay.
a shift. And it's not like he's not resting outside of that.
It'd be different too if it was actual spell, but since it's a cantrip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. What else are you guys planning to do? So you've got this dead wizard frozen, and you've got the key, and you've got a deed. So what is your plan?
I'd like to look through the library and see if there's any books on the about the books we're looking for.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
back to the kitchen and see if that food's still warm.
Okay. And specifically, what about the books, Hada? Just anything, any information?
Yeah, so see if there's any history tales about where more of the books might be, or what they may have been used for in the past, or who made them.
Okay. So yeah, so you kind of peruse through the library, and you see a book that think that might have some information in it. You open it up, and it loosely talks about the ancient books, makes reference to them, and that they were at one time, they had been brought together to kind of defend Arcax from an ancient evil a couple hundred years ago, and then the books were kind of dispersed throughout the land of Arcax. But there's no specifics about where these books are now. It appears that this book is pretty dated. You can see that there's lots of dust, and the pages are kind of faded, and it appears that this book is fairly old itself.
All right.
And Karga goes to eat some food.
I crash out in the chair next to the fireplace.
Okay. All right, so you guys are taking your long rests.
I will rest after I eat.
Okay.
That means he gets first shift. I'll take third.
Karga's taking first shift as he stuffs his face.
Yep.
Kiku's taking third. And then,
I'll take second.
okay, Constantina.
I guess I'll do third shift with Kiko.
Okay. All right, so yeah, so you guys kind of retire. Karga, you go back and start, eating as everybody else retires. You're kind of just thinking about the battle that just transpired and how you all narrowly escaped death. Seemingly odd in itself that you guys were able to muster up the strength to defeat these devils, and you can't help but wonder why they were here and what the deal is with this wizard. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
I'm already asleep at this point.
I'm talking to Karga.
Okay.
Me.
Sorry.
No.
Okay. Okay. All right, so Karga goes to lay down, and Hada wakes up and takes his shift, and he comes over and he refrosts the makeshift ice box and the wizard, and making sure that he tops it off, making sure that it's going to remain cool through the rest of the long rest. And Hada, again, you kind of think about the battle that transpired, and you think about the book that you kind of just found that kind of loosely talks about the books of Akaewin and how they were once unified many years ago to fight this this unforeseen, unforetold evil that previously invaded Arcax. There was no kind of mention specifically about what that evil was or what it could be, only that it did exist. And so your thoughts kind of wander into what could that have been, and why these books were scattered afterwards. So, is there anything else that you would like to do during your long rest?
Nope. I think that would be pretty much it.
Okay. All right. And so, Constantina, you and Kiku take third watch, and you guys, presumably, have a small bite to eat, maybe kind of, relax by the fire.
Yeah, put some more wood on the fire and heat some chicken up. As Constantina, if she wants anything to eat, I'll warm it back up on the fire.
I also asked Hada before we switch, as he was going down, we were up, if there's any
Oh, Mike, I forgot to mention, we have some of your mail, by the way.
Okay. Anything good?
I think there's some letters in there for your kids from their birthday. Let me go see who they're from too, because it's someone with your last name, so it's a family member.
Oh, jeez.
It's probably from Garrett.
Probably.
So
Sorry,
what were you saying,
Constantine.
Jeff?
Oh, I don't know where I got cut off at.
Mm-mm.
But I was just saying, I just also looked at the library. I asked Hada if there's anything he thought I should look at that he didn't have time for, or anything he did see he wanted me to check over as well. And then I just have a meal with Kiku and just kind of look around the house if there's anything else to notice.
Lee and Sue Burton.
Yeah, that's my parents.
Nice.
I was gonna say, I thought that
Nice.
it was your
That
parents.
is-
Like, I
Yeah.
remember Sue's name. I couldn't remember.
Did they come in October? It might be a birthday card for Aaron.
There is one. There's one
Okay,
for
they
Aaron.
sent it to the old address then.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they were wondering why they didn't get shown up. She was asking where they were and where did they go and did they get show up and Halloween and her birthday and they never showed up.
Dawn just forgot. And then they finally handed them to us. They've been out of town a lot. Oh, and then something from Carnival Cruise. You just want me to throw that away?
Yeah, please. If they get junk mail like that, just tell them to shred it. Junk mail. Thank you.
All right. So yeah, Constantina, the other thing that kind of plays through your mind is, the kind of the brief conversation you had with that devil, and you keep playing it back through your mind as you just don't understand what the battle that you guys just had and how you guys managed to make it out alive. All right. So just clicked the wrong button. Anything else from you guys?
Now, I talked to Constantina more about the battle, some of her thoughts. I'm guessing she talks to me about the conversation while we're waiting. Say maybe they were just had mercy, if that exists for their kind.
I mean, they could have just walked away. And
Yeah,
all that.
maybe it was arrogance because they had Hata right where they wanted him, and they just discarded him. I guess they either underestimated us or they had mercy. I don't know.
Human scum.
Okay. All right. Well, say that you guys successfully complete your long rest. So go ahead and check that mark off or whatever. And yeah, it's the next day. Still have this wizard frozen in this makeshift icebox.
All right, let's put some lipstick on this pig and take him to the town hall.
Why are we taking him there again?
Well, we got to take him somewhere to show that he's dead. How else are we
It's kinda
gonna get
meta when you
ownership of
protect
the
yourself.
house?
Easy. We have
Huh?
the deed.
But
We can pay
just
someone to change the documentation. Probably be a lot easier than carrying a corpse around.
How
I was
about
about to say,
how
are we
about-
gonna like weekend at Bernie's this thing?
That's
I
illegal.
can do disguise self and disguise myself as him and transfer the deed over if that's what we're looking
I
to
like
do.
this. This is a good plan.
Do it.
It's also totally illegal. We can't do that.
Hey,
We just have to
Kiku.
take the
Hey,
corpse
Kiku.
in.
I heard there's a
Kiku, what was your-
blacksmith in town. You want to go there?
That was your plan. I thought that was your plan, Kiku.
It's a,
I don't have much coin to do much discovering in town. I am interested in going to check
But
out
I-
a
Well,
new
look at it
black.
this way.
he might have to forge. You know, I'm thinking about getting a new weapon. So if you could go check that out for me, that'd be cool. Plus, you might get some invaluable blacksmithing experience or techniques and tips while you're there. Who knows?
What kind of
I
weapon?
can just sell. What if
I need a
like,
magic
sold-
weapon.
I don't think you get those at the blacksmith. I think you need an enchanter for that.
Fine. I need a weapon that I can use to get enchanted.
Okay. What kind?
A battle axe.
Battle axe, eh? Well, why don't I just take your battle axe?
Why would you
I
take
could
mine?
ask him. I could ask him what he thinks about the craftsmanship.
Commit it to your
And
memory. I'm not giving it to you. Commit it to your memory, and then you can go ask him. Isn't this what you're supposed to be good at?
I inspect the axe. Uh,
To commit to memory.
to commit to memory.
Make a history check.
Oh God.
Boom, there it is.
Take a look over Karga's axe and think to yourself that as soon as you leave, you will most certainly forget most of the details with regards to.
You're in
I
luck.
don't think it's
You're in
axe.
luck. I have a battle axe in my my backpack. You can take that one with you.
Okay. Just don't do anything illegal while I'm gone.
I will be eating food.
All right, I take the axe to the blacksmith.
All right, God. Now that he's gone, let's revisit this guy's self plan.
Sure.
I think
I
this is
guess
a
what are we trying to accomplish with the
We
deed
just-
in City Hall? What's our goal?
to transfer
think we were
the
talking about
deed
Getting
and
the deed
property
transferred.
to one of us.
So are we planning on spending some time in this town to where we're going to need a base of operations, or we just want to have
You never know.
kind of like a safe house? Because we could also sell the property and get a ton of, gold or whatever for it as well.
That's a good idea. Why don't we disguise ourselves and see, or why don't you disguise yourself and see if A, you can transfer it so that we can sell it later, or if you can sell it now.
Okay. Yeah, so I can disguise myself for up to 1 hour. Now, and then you guys can just kind of be like my bodyguards, making sure no one touches me. Because obviously,
you gotta be an important wizard after all, so it makes sense.
correct. But that's all. Yeah, we can go wherever and do whatever.
Let's go see what we can do with this deed.
And let me practice first, because I got to match his voice. So I say a few things in his voice. How does it sound? Does it sound like him? What do you guys think?
Well,
Took a couple tries, but yes. I think that was
All right.
passable.
that'll work.
Yeah, we'll try to. It's a low level clerk at the office. They don't know me. They don't know
They're
my
not gonna
voice.
know
So
Plus, I have a feeling this guy was up here in this house so much during his experiment.
yeah, probably pretty reclusive. People don't know. Yeah, exactly.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
So what? So when we go to wherever we're going, I'm just. Are you want me to transfer the deed, or are we going to like, however, trying to sell the place, putting up a for sale sign?
Well, if we put up a for sale sign, it might take some time to sell.
Okay.
I don't know if we want to spend that time waiting.
Waiting. All right. So we're just transferring it.
What if we transfer it and then have somebody try to sell it while we're gone?
Okay.
That way we can do two things with one stone here.
Sounds good. I guess we just got to make sure we've found everything in the house that needs to be found. That would be worthwhile to us.
We'll leave it to we'll leave it to Hada, since it would seem plausible to leave one thing from one wizard to another wizard.
There you go.
There we go. That makes sense.
All right, I guess we got to go find where this
City Hall or whatever.
town hall or whatever it might be is.
Okay, so give me a quick understanding of what you guys are doing.
Constantina
We're
just used
going.
disguise self to make herself look like algebra guy.
Yeah, Algebron.
Okay, and we're gonna go to the town hall and we're gonna be the bodyguards for this wizard. And she is going to.
Slash, like, I'm selling it to, like, whose name are we putting it in? I guess we gotta
Hada.
we figure that out.
Hada. Remember
Okay,
the whole
so
wizard to
that's
wizard.
more positive. So basically, Cargo, you are kind of like the bodyguard, essentially, for me, and I'm selling it to Hada.
Just say you're taking a long trip and you want to make sure your house is looked after, so you're leaving it to Hada.
Transferring stewardship to him, yes, ownership, yep, to a trusted colleague, wizard colleague.
Correct. There. That's what's happening.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so you guys march up to the kind of the register of deeds, I don't know, of this town. And you go into the office there and the building, and see a man behind the counter. He's got a stack of paperwork, and so he's just kind of working there, a little gnome, and he peers up from his desk and he sees you three, and he says, yeah, what you want?
And I think I speak Gnomish, so maybe I speak to him in Gnomish to get a good relationship with him. Yeah, I speak Gnomish, so I greet him in Gnomish and then go to Common.
And he points at you, Constantine. He says, I like you.
I like them.
And then I say, hello, sir. I'm going out of town for a while, and I wanted to transfer ownership of my home to my trusted colleague here to look after it for the extended period of time I'll be away. So I'd like the paperwork to kind of get that pushed through, please.
Kind of like looks at you for a while and says, where are you going?
It's a personal trip of mine, kind of like a find yourself quest.
Oh, okay. And who? And he like looks down to the paper and he starts to get some papers together and he said, and who are you leaving it to?
My good friend and colleague here, Hada
Mariando. Yes, he's leaving it here to me. My name is Hata Mariando.
Mariando.
Okay. And how do you know this Hata?
We've worked together and been friends for too many years to count.
Well, we're both wizards.
I think of him as family.
He came to me in a dream.
Okay. All right. He says, all right, well, I can do this for you here. He puts together the paperwork and he pushes it across the desk. And all right, I need your signature here, here, here. Flip the page. Here, 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 and here.
All right, now write it in a very fancy elfish script.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to this.
Oh,
What's your name again?
Algernon.
Algernon. Just sign your name here, here, and here, and here.
All right. No problem.
Alrighty, I appreciate that. And you there, now I need you to sign.
Yep.
Here,
mm-hmm.
here,
Yes.
here,
Mm-hmm.
and two times here.
Right.
Okay. And
Can't be
the
too
last
careful.
time, that's right there. Yep.
Y'all have a lot of bureaucracy here for your quaint little village.
Have you ever transferred a deed?
I would say this is my first one. It's
Okay,
been great.
well,
I love it. I'm
yeah.
signing all these places. Yep.
Yeah, this is what I do. All right. Now that we've got both signatures here, we have this other person here. What is your name, sir? As he points to you, Ferga.
I grunt.
Yes. Well, nobody can claim orcs are very smart. I am a notary, so that's fine. And he takes out his little stamp. And I need, I'll just write my signature here, and you there, the orc, I need you to just make an X. Here.
I sign my name.
Oh, wow. Orc knows how to write. That is something that I have not seen before. Anyways, I will take these papers and file them and submit them to the courts, and in about, say, give or take 5 months, maybe the deed will be transferred properly.
All right, perfect. I'll trust that system.
Excellent.
Well, thank you so much, esteemed gnome.
Of course. Y'all have a good one. And he just waves you off.
All right. And then I think we do need to head back now, because it turns out we didn't need the corpse.
Well, I also thanked the gnome and said goodbye in gnomish to him as well. To keep the positive relationship going.
And he points at you and he's like, yeah, thumbs up, yeah. All right. Okay, so now
right.
you it's in the works of transferring the deed in your name, Hada, and in due time, you should be the owner of a new establishment.
All right, perfect.
We still have the key, so everything's okay.
Yeah, we had the key. But I would like to go get this guy out so he doesn't stink up the house.
Where?
Well, he's kind of outside of town, but I feel like we could.
No, where are you going to take the body?
one of two things. Let's maybe put the body in the bag of holding, take it with us, and dispose it later.
I mean, the bag. I was gonna say we could just take the ice box and put it in the bag of holding with the body in it.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll put the whole icebox in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Comfort just makes somebody invisible and they can carry it. That's also an option.
That's gonna be a long way.
Wait, let me see. Let me look at my spells here and see if there's anything I have.
What do wyverns eat? Would wyverns dispose of this body?
They would eat it. You are correct.
We could take him up there and leave him, and if he's found by someone else, you know, hopefully by then he's thawed, and people will just think the wyverns got him.
It's true. He is on a journey to find himself.
That is true. I vote put him in the bag of holding and take him with us.
Or at least wrap him in something first.
I mean, keep him and then we can animate dead later and use him as a minion to fight.
Once again, I really feel like my arc should have gone more necromancy than anything now. As I stare into the abyss, wondering about how I got here. Because, like, what's really funny is, remember, part of my whole backstory is that in my own land, there were a lot of wars that happened about 1,000 years ago, where it was tearing the place apart. And then finally, they all came together and agreed for peace. And so now I came here to study war and see how different people that it would, for me, being human, it's happening at a really quick pace, right? So I'm seeing it happen at an accelerated pace. And so now I'm just kind of, I guess, vibing in this thing and carrying around some dead bodies. So let's go.
All right, so I guess we're gonna, just leave the ice box, put the ice box in the.
You're gonna put the dead body and the ice box into the bag of holding.
Yeah, he just has to cast Frostbolt or whatever it is a couple times to keep it cold.
You're gonna cast it like 4 times a day. Just gonna, let me just. I mean, whatever.
I mean, do we have to? Because in the bag of holding, it's going to another plane of existence. So is time the same there in that plane as it is here? We're getting very philosophical here.
I don't know.
To another plane of existence?
Yeah, that's how the bag of holding works. It's sending it to another plane. That's why we can't break the bag.
Let's just take it out.
If it's overloaded, torn, or ruptures, the contents are scattered.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we just burn it to a crisp and then take it out and give it to the wyverns?
See, my original thought was dig a hole and then I just firebolt. I wouldn't use our 3rd level spell fireball, but firebolt, just set it ablaze.
Just repeatedly firebolt it until it's, not, nobody can tell who it is, and then we'll take it and dump it at the bottom of the wyvern path. I feel like that's the best idea.
Yeah.
Do we need to get like a sample of his blood in a test tube or something, since he was doing all these experiments? It's probably all in the blood.
Let me see if I have any more vials.
Yeah.
We're just collecting blood now. I like it.
I'm just collecting everything's blood and.
All right, Kiku, what are you doing? We are
Yeah,
doing
Kiku's
like
walking to the
real life
blacksmith.
Dexter over here.
Just leave the
Kiku's
three of us over here.
Yeah, well, I'm like, all these, like, what? There's so many details. You guys are trying to fuck up. Like,
Well, you don't hear any of this, so that's the best part.
that's
Yeah.
why I'm typing in chat.
Yeah.
I'm trying to ignore so we're not too much metagaming here.
I go to the blacksmith.
Okay.
So I pull out the axe and I hand it to the blacksmith. And I said, this seems like reasonable quality. I just wanted somebody who's more, how do you say this? Got a fresher eye off the forge to double check the quality.
Yeah, the smith takes the battle axe and he kind of inspects it. So, hey, yeah, it's decent.
How do you think it would take to enchanting?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, could certainly be enchanted. Probably once.
Once you say. Where is there an enchanter in town that I could visit? Do you have one that you would recommend?
Let me try to recall. I don't think there's one in this town, but I believe there's one in the town to the south. I think Felstrad might have one.
Okay. You know what? Thanks for the information. Is there any good places to eat or check out? Any good sightseeing? I'm thinking about moving here. My friends are working on acquiring a house.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, yeah, we've got a couple of different places to eat. I mean, you know, there's local tavern is probably the best place to go. It's you could probably find some kind of some food at perhaps our local general goods store, but I would guess and say that the tavern's probably the best place to go.
Sounds good. You know, my friend uses battle axes a lot. He's kind of big. I don't know. I've always been a big fan of the hammer. What do you have any malls for sale? Like, you know, great axe on one side, Warhammer on the other?
So, I might have something. Let me see.
Oh, geez, that's a
You talking
custom
about
D&D weapon, isn't it?
You're talking
Oh,
about like
geez.
a two-handed maul, right? That's a heavy weapon.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
something that a big guy could comfortably wield one-handed and easily handle two-handed.
Oh, it's not a one-handed weapon. It's a two-handed weapon.
The great axe is?
The maul.
Okay.
The great axe is also a two-handed weapon.
But does he have an ability? Hey, Ricky, does your fighting stance allow you to handle a two?
He uses a battle axe.
Sword and
A
board.
battle axe.
I got a +1 or +2 to my modifier for
Okay.
having a one-handed sword.
What
Or one hand, I mean.
Did you hand me a great axe?
No, battle axe, one-hander. It's versatile, but it's one-hander.
Okay. So I'm sorry. The battle axe mixed with a warhammer.
Okay.
That's what I was talking about. I was misremembering. This isn't his usual weapon. That's important information that I should tell you.
I see. But what weapon are you searching for?
like a one-handed battle axe with a warhammer on the other side. So instead of a two-bladed weapon, you had a hammer on one side and a battle axe on the other. Something that could take 2 to 3 enchantments. I guess you only have 2
Jeez,
enchantment slots.
I don't know if I have anything like that. I mean, I do have the mauls that you mentioned, but those are two-handed weapons. I'll have to check and see if I have any one-handed weapons that meet that need. Usually, one-handed weapons are single purpose; they're not dual purpose.
What kind of metals do you have here? Do you have any titanium?
I mean, we've got some titanium, but it's sparse.
You know, if you forged them all with titanium, you would retain the lightness and then make the core I don't know, maybe your standard steel. So one side would be incredibly, it would be heavy and retain the hitting properties of the hammer, and the other side would be somewhat lighter, that you would have the hammer end really driving it forward, but it wouldn't add weight to the over, and you would be able to single-handed wield it. Titanium would also retain an edge. It'd be a bitch to sharpen, but it should retain its edge well.
Oh, interesting thought. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Okay, well, I best be off to the tavern then. I'll tell them you sent me. Here's a gold coin. Thank you for your trouble.
Yep, thank you. And he points you off to the tavern. It's named the Maiden's Fair. Okay, so
And I
Kiku,
remove a gold from my inventory.
Yep. Kiku presumably goes to the tavern.
Yep.
Okay, and you guys are still at the house.
Burning a dead body.
Yes.
I mean, who knows what?
Why don't you just chop it up and shove it in the fireplace at this point?
I was, you do have a fireplace there.
It's fair. All right, I'll put my battle axe to good use.
And?
I'm gonna chop up the body and dispose of it in the fireplace. I've come to this conclusion on my own. Nobody helped me.
That's something a lawful good paladin would definitely do.
It's a good thing. Yeah.
Thankfully, Karga is not a good paladin anymore.
That's not a red flag to the rest of the group that you've wandered from your way.
I don't think anyone cares, except for you.
I'm not from.
And
I
you're
don't
not there.
understand.
You're the only one that is lawful good, Kiku, so you're probably the only one that actually does care.
My alignment is just neutral.
Let's see. Okay, so it's loading. All right, so go ahead and make a. Who's not here? Make a survival check, Karga.
Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because you are carving up this body.
Why I didn't go that route.
What am I missing? Okay, so what just happened to the map?
It's still there.
Okay, I'm on a different screen. Okay, so yeah, so you managed to chop up the body without issue.
I throw all the little pieces into the fireplace.
And you do.
I enjoy the warmth of the fire.
And the smell of burning flesh kind of singes your nostrils and
Smells like victory.
fills the air. That's dark.
That's what Mother used to make.
Yeah, it does.
It's a good thing it's a good thing the cleric is still out at the tavern or wherever he may be.
And I'm willfully ignoring this while just perusing books.
You're what?
I'm just willfully ignoring this while perusing all the books.
Does this house have
Okay.
windows? Does this house have windows?
No.
Darn.
Evil scientists don't have windows.
I was gonna open the windows and let the smell go out the windows, but it's fine. I'll just sit in it and enjoy it.
Okay. All right, so yeah, you guys are just sitting there, burning a body slowly. And again, the decaying, the burning flesh just fills the smell, just fills the room.
Someone cooking pork?
You're welcome to try some if you want.
I'm an elf, so technically it's not cannibalism.
That's fair. Well, that's how I'm spending my day, I guess.
Okay, so you guys spend the rest of the day burning the corpse of this wizard in the fireplace. Yeah, that's what you do, and it kind of just burns up, I guess. If it's hot enough.
Well, Hada can cast Firebolt on the fire to make it hotter, so that's not a problem.
That's better.
I come over and I'm like, all right, so, our guy, are we just burning the body now?
Yes.
Okay. And so
I
I
know.
cast Firebolt into the fireplace.
Okay, so you feed the flames, and it seems to help for a little bit.
Okay.
All right,
I wonder
well-
what would happen if I Eldritch Blast it.
I don't know. I guess see what happens.
You're gonna burn my house down.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Only one way to find out.
Oh, there is, but I'll resist the temptation.
Whatever happened to your warg?
He's around. I just haven't summoned him.
Where?
That's a good idea. I should pull this out of the fire and feed it to him.
Problem solved.
Find my level 2 spell, Find Steed. If he can be summoned and unsummoned at will.
And this shadow warg just coalesces beside you.
Well, I have to memorize the spell, but yeah, I guess I could do that. Hold on, let me make sure that it's actually... I gotta go look at my spells. Okay.
While he's doing this, could I also look around for some magical items that might help me? Like an extra wand or other magical items that would up my power or be able to absorb spells or energy when it's being directed at me. Anything like that?
Sure. You can look around. Make some perception checks. Make a perception check.
All right. I'll make a perception. and ignore that.
And you don't find anything.
I don't even see the wall in front of me.
All right, I will use the second level spell slot to summon my ward.
Okay. Poof.
That's right. Poof.
He appears next to you.
Okay, I then get water and put the fire out.
Okay.
And then
now you've got a bunch of smoke.
That's fine. It's going out the chimney.
Okay.
I instruct my ward to go eat the remains that are in the fireplace.
Okay. He starts to do that, and then kind of like jumps back because it's freaking like boiling burnt meat.
All right, I instruct him to wait till it cools down 30 minutes and then do it.
Okay. And time passes, and he eventually starts to gnaw on the corpse.
There we go.
Okay, and you guys are just watching Ricky's work eat a dead body.
All right, I got an investigation of 15. Does that mean I've found something finally, or no?
He
So-
just kept rolling, huh?
Well, no, what I did was I'll go around to different places. And
Uh-huh.
once I rolled there, I'm done there. And there's nothing else I can do in that area.
Where'd you roll this 15?
I'm down here in the bookshelves. Do you hide any
bookshelves?
magical items down in here?
You happen to find a book, I guess, that let's see. See if I can find something. Hmm.
Outside of the game while we're waiting, do any of y'all smoke pipes or like that? Or no?
No.
I do not. I used to do cigars, but I don't do that anymore.
I found this one. So one of the perks of my job is I get to go around to different historical things, like living history stuff and different events. And so I went to Fort Toulouse down here, which is a fort from, well, it's two forts. It's Fort Toulouse from the 18th, 16th century. It's a French fort. And then it's also Fort Jackson. It's where Andrew Jackson was right before he started massacring all of the Creek in the area. And I found where they were making kaolin pipes with a mold from the 1800s. I thought that was cool.
Nice.
You find a scroll of darkness.
Perfect.
Oh, I know somebody that has darkness spell.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's me.
All right. Well, just so conveniently, I come back up. I'm going over stuff I found. I'm telling y'all about them, but I can't really use a scroll of darkness. I'm an evocation wizard, not a necromancer.
I
and I don't really.
I make
things
note
like
that
that.
I just so happen to have darkness as a second level spell, thanks to my paladin abilities.
Oh, well, I give the scroll of darkness to Cargo.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome there.
Okay. All right. Well, seems to be as good as any time to stop for the night.
Nobody is buying what?
No one's buying darkness is coming from your paladin path.
Watch this. How do I send this to the spell slot? The thing.
The game log.
Where's it at?
Well, it is a
Holy
paladin spell.
shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And you have it equipped?
I do have it equipped.
Holy shit. This whole time?
Yep.
And you never
I
told
needed to-
anybody?